Eminem is having his Hillary Clinton hot sauce moment. There's a lot happening here. First thing I want to say is Eminem is obviously a gay man. It's very sad that Eminem cleaned out his closet but never came out of his closet.
Let's talk about Eminem, man. Let's talk about Eminem, yo. That's why we here tonight. Fuck it. The reason I'm here is because of Eminem.
How has Eminem managed to destroy all his rivals in a career that has lasted over 2 decades? Well, if you ask Slim Shady, he has only one answer.
This is another public service announcement brought to you in part by Slim Shady. Slim Shady does not give a fuck what you think. If you don't like it, you can suck his fucking cock. Little did you know, upon purchasing this album, you have just kissed his ass. Slim Shady is fed up with your shit, and he's going to kill you. Anything else?
Yeah, sue me.
Slim Shady has a long line of victims, and this list even includes Eminem's mother, Debbie Mathers. Back in the late 90s and early 2000s, Eminem had a turbulent relationship with his mother, and several of his early songs were actually about how M hated his mother. During his childhood, M's mother had a drug and alcohol abuse problem, and she also suffered from Munchausen syndrome. Because of this and her financial troubles as a single mom, Eminem attended about 30 different schools whilst growing up in one of the most dangerous and roughest cities in the US.
Yeah, I would change schools 2-3 times a year, and that was probably the roughest part.
The roughest and most formative. He was a shy kid in tough public schools and was frequently bullied.
You got beat up a lot as a kid?
Yeah, there was a lot of instances that I would
You got beat up coming home from school?
Beat up in bath.
Eminem revealed that the reason he was always switching schools is because his mother was always chasing a different boyfriend from state to state. This is one of the reasons why Debbie Mathers and her son fought frequently and just never got along. As the new kid, Eminem was constantly bullied, and at the age of 9, he was beaten up so badly that he ended up in a coma. According to M, his mother never loved him until he was 8 years old, and by the age of 15, he claims that his mother said to him,
"Get a job and help me with these bills or your ass is out."
And oftentimes, she would still kick him out just after he received his paycheck. So, Eminem grew up hating his mom, and when he finally blew up, he let everyone know just how he felt on some of his most famous songs.
99% of my life I was lied to. I just found out my mom does more dope than I do. I told her I'd grow up to be a famous rapper, make a record about doing drugs.
This line about his mother would end up proving quite costly for M. Debbie Mathers denied that she is an addict and stated that everything M said about her isn't true.
I think Marshall wanted to portray this really bad image of like we never had a place to stay, we lived off relatives, I never worked a day in my life.
M's mother then took things further when she responded with her own diss track on a 2-track EP titled Set the Record Straight.
I pray someday you're not going to be all alone and you'll have friends like me. And they won't be there just for your fame. And no more attacks on me and vicious acts of hate, because it really hurts. Will the real Marshall Mathers please stand up and take responsibility?
Debbie Mathers then slammed her son with a $10 million defamation lawsuit. But if you think this was going to stop Slim Shady, well, think again. Eminem doubled down on his previous claims. After he was sued by his mom, he released a statement that read, "My mom is a lawsuit queen. All her life she has sued people. That's how she makes money. When I was 5, she had a job on the cash register at a store that sold chips and soda. Other than that, I don't remember her working a day in her life."
The lawsuit didn't stop him when he got hit with the lawsuit. It didn't stop him. It continued, it got worse.
After some time, Debbie decided to reduce the amount she was asking for from $10 million to $2 million, hoping that this would ensure they agreed on a settlement. But her son wasn't having any of it. M rejected her offer to settle for $2 million and instead stated that he would rather pay his lawyers $100,000 just to make sure that Debbie doesn't get a penny. This was when Eminem released Cleaning Out My Closet, a brutal song against his mom where M even states that his daughter won't even be at her funeral. When the case was eventually settled, he was ordered to pay his mom $25,000. But the matter even got worse for Debbie, Debbie had to pay her lawyer $23,354 from the huge windfall, so she eventually got only $1,646. These days, Eminem and his mom seem to have settled their differences. They might not have had the best relationship, but on the song Headlights, Eminem revealed that he's forgiven his mom and even thanked her for being his only parent. However, not every woman gets the happy ending with Slim Shady like his mom did.
This has kind of been the circumstance with Eminem. He is definitely, I would say, deteriorating with age. He doesn't seem able to recognize what his own.
Eminem and Candace Owens' beef began in August 2023, when she stated that Eminem is gay and branded him a once hardcore rapper.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. You know, some people say that when we get older, we'll get wiser, and I hope that that is true. It seems to be the case. Also, when we get older, we get grayer. We know that's true. But for Eminem, the once hardcore rapper, it seems that he is getting older and gayer. Yes, Eminem might be gay. It's a question.
Candace called M a grandpa and stated that he's not quite able to read the room.
If he's a hardcore rapper, and he's getting older and he's not quite able to read the room. Sometimes grandpa needs to sit down, right? You get into that phase where sometimes it seems you don't even know your own brand. You don't even know who you are anymore. This has kind of been the circumstance with Eminem. He is definitely, I would say, deteriorating with age. He doesn't seem able to recognize what his own.
And all of this was because Eminem sent a cease and desist letter to former Republican election candidate Vivek Ramaswamy, telling him to stop rapping "Lose Yourself" at campaign rallies.
Loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's joking how everybody's joking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, plow, snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh.
Slim Shady finally responded and destroyed Candace Owens on his song Lucifer.
To Candace, so I ain't mad at her. I ain't gonna throw the fact bitch forgot she was black. Back at her, laugh at her like them crackers. She's backing after her back is turned in a cute MAGA hat with her brand new white.
Shady's lyrics for Candace didn't end here, but the remaining lines are specially dedicated to Miss Owens, so it is best she shares them with you herself.
But I can diss her, because my plans are to get in her pants, and I'll blow my chance if I answer back to her. Oh, but I can't diss her because his plans are to get in my pants. Ew, you disgust me. Okay, a lot going on here. I think first and foremost, I just would like to again remind people that he is in fact a struggling internally gay man. And so there's a lot happening with Eminem, and we should pray for him.
Candace Owens got dissed on the song Lucifer, but on the song when Slim Shady proclaimed he was the Antichrist, he had some lines for an old friend of his.
The guy, but who else is as pitiless, actually witty and crass, hideous, ghastly, and insidious? Ask me of spitting this nasty. Next idiot ask me is getting this ass beat worse than Diddy did. But on the real though, what? She probably ran out the room with his fucking.
If you are confused about what Eminem is rapping about, let me take you a few months back to when CNN released a video of Diddy assaulting his ex-girlfriend at a hotel. Eminem rapped, "Next idiot that asked me, his getting ass beat worse than Diddy did." Eminem rightfully didn't mention Cassie's name before stating that she was probably using a dildo on Brother Love. However, these aren't even the craziest lines that Slim Shady had for Diddy on his latest album. On the song Fuel, Eminem had one of the most creative bars he's ever come up with and sent us all down a rabbit hole.
I'm like an R-A-P-E-R, got so many essays. Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep, R.P., rest in peace, Biggie and Pac, both of y'all should be living. Yep, but I ain't trying to beef with him because he might put a hit on me.
Eminem spelled out the word rapper, but leaves out one P, which then turns the word to raper, and then he cleverly mentions P. Diddy right after this line. And while most rappers refrain from talking about it, M accuses Diddy of being responsible for the deaths of Tupac and Biggie, and states that Diddy would put a hit on him just like he had used Keith D in the past. And if you don't know who Keith D is the guy who stated that Diddy paid $1 million for the hit on Tupac.
That was stupid as hell too, you know.
What did you actually hear? What was the words? The best you can remember what he says.
He said he'd give us anything for them dudes, you know?
Give us 5 names of people who would say, yeah, we heard Puffy say that.
You don't have to come from, they don't. Al, Corey, Wynn, Third Rock, all of them would tell you.
This wouldn't be the first time Eminem has said that Diddy ordered Pac's death. M actually called out Diddy for the same crime on the song Kill Shot.
He's got skills, but tells the day you put on a hits, the day Diddy admits that he put the...
Diddy has always been one of Eminem's favorite names to diss. In fact, the only other rapper who has come at Diddy harder than Slim Shady is none other than Eminem's mentee.
I told you you can't trust these niggas. Now Puffy done killed Tupac, man.
Many people believe Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly's beef ended after M released Kill Shot. I mean, Eminem did so much damage to his career in one song that MGK became an alternative rock artist after. This beef began when MGK tweeted that M's daughter is hot as fuck. Now, it's easy to see this and say MGK was just admiring Eminem's daughter. However, it's very important to state that Haley was just 15 years old at the time, which means MGK made that comment about a minor. This tweet started the beef and eventually led to MGK releasing Rap Devil, and Eminem replied with Kill Shot. But M wasn't done just yet. On the song Bad One, M stated that he already bodied MGK on Kill Shot and not alike.
Once, but I gotta keep going Tyson on Kelly. I bodied him twice and already that little motherfucker's back throwing subs. Like what?
However, while MGK and M's beef happened when Eminem was already recognized as one of the GOATs, this next beef happened at the early stages of Shady's career. This rapper got under M's skin, so much that he branded him the worst rapper in the world.
I truly believe, and I'm not even exaggerating, this dude could possibly be the worst rapper in the world.
Eminem's beef with Benzino began in the early 2000s. Benzino stated that the reason he started beefing with Eminem is because the music industry was constantly supporting M over black artists and disrespecting hip-hop culture.
A lot is being made out of you going at dissing Eminem. Talk about it.
Oh, man. Marshall. I'm saying it ain't really like I was going at Marshall, you know what I'm saying, personally. I was pretty much attacking the machine. You know, Marshall's just the hood on me. And it's a situation where I think that, you know, we just got to be conscious of what's going on and like the double standard, you know, in hip hop. That's why Rap City's so important. Because, you know what I'm saying, you give, you know, artists, you know what I'm saying, that probably might not be heard on a higher level, you know, a chance to get their stuff out there. And we got to understand that because hip hop came from the street, it came from the struggle. Right. I think that the powers that be took Marshall and pretty much, you know, dressed him up with the blonde hair and everything and set him up for a certain audience, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, just as long as he gets the stamp from the hood, you know what I mean, then right now certain media outlets are considering him to be #1, you know, because I don't think he's #1. Maybe, you know, record sales is one thing, but you know, we gotta look at, see really what's going on and just, you know, the double standard. I know I couldn't talk about my mother and have a video showing, you know, her getting buried. I know I wouldn't be able to do it. Right. I think that we get censored as artists and, you know, we have to make certain type of...
M initially wanted no beef with Benzino, as he didn't even regard him as an MC. So when Benzino dropped the first diss track called I Don't Wanna, Eminem didn't respond. M stated that Benzino was simply using his name to promote his album. Instead, M's manager tried to settle the beef behind the scenes.
I'm gonna tell you the story what happened.
Okay.
He dissed me on a record.
Right.
I didn't respond.
Right.
I didn't respond.
Right.
Then he dissed me again. He went back in the studio again. I think he was mad that I didn't respond.
He felt
neglected. Not that it didn't hit my radar,
right,
because this dude owns half of the Source magazine. That's
right,
why it hit my radar.
Right.
But my manager, once again, Paul Rosenberg, as we know him, tried to talk me out.
Can I just take it back to the beginning? Where the first song where he came at you to jump off to this whole thing?
It's not a song.
A freestyle.
It's not even a. I hope to God he was freestyling, because if he wrote that, I really feel bad.
However, Benzino continued to diss Eminem, so Shady finally decided to let him have it and eventually responded on wax. M dropped 2 songs, The Sauce and Nail in the Coffin. Benzino then released another diss track called Die Another Day. Eminem responded on his album Encore. He talked about the beef on 3 songs. On the song Yellow Brick Road, Big Weenie, and on the song Like Toy Soldiers. On the song Toy Soldiers, Eminem stated that he's done with the beef.
Yeah, that's basically the concept behind Toy Soldiers, was like,
You know, it's pretty much to me what the intent of the song, what the intent was to do is to just say at least from our side, like, this is a chapter in our lives that we want to close and we want to move on from this beef.
Some people might argue that Benzino didn't even have much of a career as a rapper, but whatever career Zeno built as an MC, Eminem pretty much ended it after releasing the songs. Benzino never recovered from this beef. He continues to mention M's name just to get attention. Then M just drops a verse like the one on the song Doomsday Part 2.
Now I got a riddle. What? One condition, you mustn't laugh. Okay. What is the opposite of Benzino? What? A giraffe. Go with his neck, how the fuck is that? Yeah. How can I go with something he doesn't have? Arms so short he can't even touch his hands when they're above his head doing jumping jacks. Wow. Sorry, I don't mean to upset you, Ben. Yeah. When I talk about all the debt you in, I hear that you've been creeping on the low. And
M's beef with Benzino is one of the unique scenarios where a rap beef actually broke a man, because these days, Zeno actually breaks down crying when talking about Eminem.
Let's talk about Eminem, yo. That's why we here tonight. Huh? Fuck Eminem. And fuck everybody down with Eminem. And my thing is this, bro. It's over hip-hop. Like, hip-hop is who we are. He can't come in and invade hip-hop in Rosenberg and make trillions of dollars. This nigga didn't even go to Nipsey's funeral, bro. If he's so fucking hip-hop, why? How come he ain't blocked 10 blocks in motherfucking Detroit and give it to the homeless black people? Man, fuck Eminem, bro. They trying to kill me right now, bro, because of this shit I'm saying, because it's deep, bro. Let me tell you, his fans, bro, his fans like him because he's white. They don't fuck with us.
Let me try to make...
Fuck Eminem. I dusted Eminem. Rap Elvis, bitch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How about that?
I ain't gonna lie.
How about that? How come he ain't answered back? How come he ain't answered me? I'll beat the shit out of him with these.
Eminem or Machine Gun Kelly?
Fuck Eminem, bro.
So which one?
Fuck Eminem,
so
bro.
Which one?
Fuck both of them, bro. Fucking Cassidy will kill Eminem in a battle rap, bro. Why do y'all give Eminem so much props? Why? Why do y'all like Eminem? Because he's white? Is that it? What do you mean? Nah, like, what? Fuck that. We don't listen to that in the hood, bro.
A few moments later.
I don't got nothing against Eminem. I got nothing against Eminem. Eminem can rap, but I care about us more. I don't want to go through. I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want. For 22 years, every time I do an interview, they ask me about Eminem. The fuck you want me to do?